avoid screens before bedtime, and I think this is probably something that a lot of us are at a fault with.
I know you're kissing that phone goodnight before you go to bed, man.
Yeah, you know,
I know it.
I always tell myself, like, okay, shutting it off by a certain time,
Yeah.
and like not having it in the room and all these other things. But it's a challenge, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely a challenge.
Here's why, dude. Like, this is with this book, I was able to dissect that because I knew that that would be the toughest one of the 21 strategies. This one is the toughest.
Yes.
Because we're addicted. We are in fact addicted.
Addicted, man.
Here's why. Here's what's happening. So there's this interesting compound called dopamine, right? And it was once thought that dopamine was related to pleasure, but it's not. Dopamine is all about seeking. It's driving you to seek, right? And so the internet is perfect for this because there's infinite seeking. Instagram is perfect for this because you're continuously going and just there's more to see. But every time you find, you get a little hit from your opioid system. So it's like a slow drip of drugs.
Yeah.
I seek, I find. I seek, I find. And you get looped in. And it's very difficult to break that pattern.
Yeah.
And everybody's had this happen where you're like, I'm going to check my Instagram for a minute. I'll check Twitter for a minute.
Right.
And then it's 30 minutes later, an hour later, and you're still scrolling. This is what's going on. Like, our brain is hardwired to get addicted to stuff like this. And these awesome social media apps know how to manipulate our mind and to take advantage of that. So this is a call to take your brain back. I'm not saying I love this stuff. I absolutely love it, but it has a place, and it's being more aware. Now that you're aware, you can catch yourself and break the pattern. So here's why it's an issue at night in particular. So there was a study done at Rensselaer Polytechnic that found that just 2 hours of your device usage before bed was enough to suppress melatonin secretion. All right. So again, you can pass out
before.
Just being on it 2 hours before, you know, like that span. And so you can go to sleep or pass out, but that doesn't mean you're getting that rejuvenative sleep. So this is why a lot of people are sleeping 8 hours, but they're still tired when they wake up in the morning.
Lethargic.
It's because melatonin is suppressed because they're on their device right before bed. And it's this blue spectrum of light that's shooting out, kind of pouring into your optical sensors.
What if you can stop that spectrum? Is there
shades?
So is there screen protectors? Is there glasses?
There's all of those things. So
now, is that okay then if you have the
It's
Band-Aid
a hack.
on it?
It's a hack.
It's not the optimal, but it's the better than.
Yes. So absolutely, everybody today can get Flux F.lux. Sorry, F.lux, which basically cools off your screen. You know, pulls off that.
Do you have that?
Troublesome? Of course. So I've got on my
Do you
different.
have to see what it looks like, or is it just like a
it.
film that's like goes over the top of it?
Yeah, so it's a cool app. It does this automatically.
It's an app.
Yeah.
So you just download it on your
Yes,
phone. Oh,
exactly.
I gotta get this. Okay.
Yeah, and it does this automatically based on your time zone.
Oh, wow.
And the time of year, all that stuff.
Amazing.
So it pulls out that most troublesome spectrum of light. And so Harvard researchers found that it's not just light exposure, it's the color and it's the luminance. It's the strength of the light.
Yes.
You know, so green light was like 3 times less impactful to your sleep than blue light in their studies.
Wow.
So cool stuff like that. So Flux, you can get the blue blocking glasses. Basically, they're like sunglasses.
Use those too?
With the orange tint. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've
When
got
you
some
watch
cool
TV
ones.
or something?
Yeah,
or,
you know, like if you're going to stay up late and watch a movie a little bit later, you know. But the whole thing is to not make that a habit because these are,
of course,
you know, these are hacks. But the best thing is, and this is so important, especially for our audiences, you know, who are really about taking their life to the next level, and they're missing out on this key component, which is you have to find something that's of greater or equal value to the device. So people, you know, actually connecting with real people.
A book.
Yes.
You know, something like that, yeah.
You know, playing games with your kids, talking to your family, have sex.
Exactly,
you know, there's other things that you could
That'll
do.
help you sleep well.
Yeah, I talk about that in the book too. But you have to find something that fills you up because that addiction is so strong. And that's really the best tool, which is to avoid the screens in the first place.
Yeah.